everywhere. How do you do that? Huh? How do you think that happens?
I am curious. You put a thing around it?
You're right. You put it in a little tube, and give the tube the ability to move, so that way you don't gotta be standing next to the bomb when it goes off. And can't use a fuse, right? Fuse don't work underwater, right? Right? So, this fancy bit of gadgetry I just described to you is what's called a torpedo.
Torpedo?
Torpedo.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
It's like a bomb for a water. Alright?
Got it.
Alright. So, what do you think if I were to make a cool fan maneuver with Porkchop here that involves him slamming into the enemy where I got my explosive lance at the tip of it? Maybe 2. Did it with 5 once. Best one yet. What do you think I call that?
Torpedo?
A
Borpedo! Borpedo! There you go!
Oh my god, he makes puns.
Oh no.
Yeah.
he just burst into laughter.
Yeah,
Oh.
just cringing.
I got called
this
to
man.
do pork chop. I got that one. Borpedo. Found that one.
Oh, I think I'm in actual pain.
You guys might see it happen in this coming operation. If you're lucky. Actually, maybe not. I think you guys will be on the different side of the field. Oh, that's a shame. You're missing me and Porkchop here laying into the Philby's prison.
Is that, what one is that again?
That's the big dinosaur
Oh, the one with the crocodile hands, right?
Mr. Crocodile.
She just a little
yeah.
choppy chop motions with her hands.
Yeah. That one, aye. Don't worry.
That's one.
Don't worry. I'll save a souvenir for you two. I'm thinking one of his teeth.
Oh yes, I've heard people can make jewelry out of that kind of teeth, right? It's like a.
I mean, if you're some
right?
sort of, I don't know, lowbrow, pathetic craftsman, then yeah, you could use bones for jewelry, sure. Or you could be
Or
like a
maybe a
proper
lucky charm.
dory and, you know, make it with gold and platinum and jewels. Could do that too.
Oh, good.
You know, not saying you're not a skilled craftsman. I'm just saying you did jump to that idea really quickly. So, but that aside, yeah, don't worry, I'll get you some souvenirs.
Oh well, thank you, sir. I suppose.
We appreciate that.
No problem.
What
So
brings
Garth-Mod's
you-
here to do help and kill and help, in whatever order the mission dictates. That
Of
being
course.
said, it'll be again, right? Shame you won't be able to see it. But I'm sure you'll be having your own fair share of help and killing and helping in your fight against the hag, eh?
I think so.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Heard you guys got a bit of a number on that one. Eh?
Remember?
Aye, yeah. Maybe the number is 4. And maybe be counting down every 24 hours. Aye?
Just
That sound
blank
right?
faces.
Out of game, I don't remember that.
He's saying you have a personal
She's
vendetta.
Oh right, okay, cool.
She's personal.
Like,
And the number she has is 4, and because that's how many days she has left to live.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, oh damn.
You're all good.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Before, but I got the other reference.
Shop, I've been awake for a while, okay?
You're fine. It's only like a
Alright,
16-hour day for you.
I thought speaking to you in a more natural tone. I'm racist.
Of
Just
course.
kidding, I'm a
Of course.
dwarf.
Yeah. Or more like a
They
sorcerer
start-
or something.
Dwarves are racist in the setting, so it's okay. Anyways,
Oh, okay, that's fine. But yes, I
I'm
suppose.
sorry, did you say in this setting? As if this isn't a universal constant?
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It looks like Briggy. So you want to kill a hag, right?
I believe
I-
that
and
is
then-
the agreement, I suppose, amongst us all.
I heard,
think too.
Oh yeah? Yeah? Huh? I heard the chatter from, my fellow Slayer captains. Got Roderick, got Garadia. And I also heard on a bit of a good account from Rickard that you guys are looking for kill this hag. I also heard that, she got the jump on you last time like a coward.
That she did. Frozen us all in... Blah, blah. Fucking hell. Frozen are in place. So...
Hmm.
Bit of payback would be nice. And I'm always up to kill a fell god, so...
You done it before, I like that. I'm happy I stopped by today. I'm about to go get lunch.
Oh!
Well, I guess you beat me to it, you bastard! So it's like slapping pork chop on the side.
I know, I think he's cleaned out all my crackers.
Ah, that's fine. Crackers ain't good for you, too salted.
I know, but they're nice out in...
Fair enough. Hey, I'm gonna have to save though for the march. Setting out today for now. But let me just give unto you some daughter wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Alright?
Yeah.
Think about that. Dwarven wisdom. What do you think about what fantastic line do you think Captain Thormod's about to give you?
I hope it's a pun.
Ain't no pun. It'll be good. But ain't no pun today. What about you, Tiefengar? What do you think?
I'm not too sure. Would you like to enlighten me?
He looks over back
We
at you,
should
Deep.
work together as a team.
That's fantastic bit of advice, but I hope you apply that in your general day-to-day life, as opposed to when Captain Thormod tells it to you. It ain't hard to be nice to each other when you're on the same team, eh?
Yeah,
That's what,
it's easy to be.
that's
there
what
for
I
each other.
think. Maybe
Oh,
less
I'm glad to
so
hear
for,
that.
maybe less so from some other captains. I know Garaja, I heard, gave you an arse kicking. I know.
Oh, God, yes.
God, what's her name? Blair. Captain Blair. I know she'd wring your July, and I don't mean it in that way. I meant your neck. No. Captain Thormod ain't giving you advices on working with your friends. Captain's words and wisdom are a bit more literal. No, not literal. That wrong word. That's a bit more physical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not no fae. I ain't Santa Claus. I ain't that. But I got gifts for you. One for you, and one spare. To give for your friends.
Oh, thank you.
He gives you both, and then one spare his explosive javelins.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh!
By the love of the gods, pull the cord on the tip, unless you're ready for something to die. Alright?
Yes. So pull the cord and then throw, or just
Pull
throw
the cord and you chuck it.
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hopefully I will not need it, but I will be glad in the situation that I do need it.
That's some proper Slayer hospitality there. Alright,
Thank you.
I'm gonna go get lunch. Do not pull the cords again.
No,
Right.
no. You enjoy your lunch and I will not pull cord.
And if anyone asks where you got those,
Mm-hmm.
anyone asks,
Mhm.
tell them that Captain Thormod told them to fuck off.
I shall remember such.
They'll get the hidden message. Don't you worry. Alright, let's talk to you tomorrow at the workout.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes. See you then, I suppose.
Yes.
And I'll try not to set this off in the meantime.
If you set it off, the whole city will know.
I suspect so. How big is it then, if the whole city would know?
Is it?
He's like already walking off. Feel it! Feel it out! But don't pull the cord.
Don't pull the
I want
cord.
to feel it.
Got it.
How do you feel something called up? No, never mind.
It's It's more like by weight. It's more equivocal to like a harpoon you would use for like whaling.
Oh.
It's not light. It's not light. It's
Oh,
very front
okay.
heavy. So in order to properly like use it, you probably want to like really yeet it.
Hey,
Mechanically, it is the same as a javelin. Some of the payload is built into the shaft of the javelin itself. It's not all like a big lump at the head.
Out of curiosity, would it be like more effective if you were going in like a momentum? Say if I was like riding on kebab and then throwing it.
If he gave you one of his lances, yes. The javelin, yes, to a degree, but not any more so than stabbing anyone with a spear normally.
Okay.
Just glad I finally got those gauntlets now.
Yeah, those gauntlets, yeah. The ones you had
Yeah.
since the beginning of the
Yeah.
campaign.
Yep, I have a use for them now. Ha!
Oh, crazy. That's everyone. Let us move to... Is that everyone? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's everyone. Congratulations. You have had a proper introduction to Captain Thorma.
Hey.
His voice is surprisingly easy to do. Don't know why. So, from noon to evening, I already know what Orion is doing, unfortunately. The pain and suffering continues.
Casually dying.
I will say, I will fast forward a bit to Oriana right now. Oriana, at the end of the day, at the end of the training, rather, you have no clue what time it is. But finally, Blair just says, and that's it for the day. And you just collapse in exhaustion.
Just leans against the wall and just slides down.
There was a couple of times where Garaja has given you the false sense of hope and then crushed it immediately, but you don't think Blair is conniving enough to pull that.
She's a very straightforward person.
You would equivocally be pushing towards 5 degrees of exhaustion at this point.
Oh, God.
And as you're like just sort of like phasing in and out of existence, you feel yourself get picked up in like the sort of like fireman, like bringing out someone from a fire pose by Captain
Right.
Godadia. And you don't know where you're going because again, you're sort of drifting in. Hey, you're finally away. You're drifting in and out of consciousness, and then you eventually get plunged into a very, very refreshing bath of some sort. Don't worry, you don't start drowning in the bath or some shit. That would be pretty
low.
funny. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah, you just sort of just get chucked and dunked into this wash. Comparatively to the room you were just in, it is way colder. It's not ice cold though. This isn't the well like put us through on Sunday. That'd be cruel.
I imagine it would be better still.
As you're sitting in this bath, you can sort of see like all the cuts that you've accrued over the course of the training. And you could see some sort of movement all around each cut individually. Like the movement of water. Like a current, that's the term.
Right.
It's very small.
There's
Very
definitely
small.
that like blink to make sure I'm seeing things right kind of reaction.
You eventually surface yourself. Again, you're not going to drown.
Yeah.
And you look around and you appear to be in like what looks like it's a mix of a bathhouse and like the gym shower area of like a high school, right? So it's like tiled up places, but it's not like ornately done tile, right? It's not like marble tiles and everything. No, it looks much more utilitarian than aesthetically pleasing.
It's tiled to make sure it's like easy to clean.
Yeah. The place itself is not terribly large, but you do see that there are a number of different baths similar to this, sort of making this sort of half-circle arc. And you do see that there are a couple of other people like submerged in these baths. Their like faces like sort of bobbing in and out of the water as they're just sort of showing there. Can you speak?
Eh.
Close enough.
Sorry.
Then I will leave her with you. I have things to do. Captain Blair, good idea. She goes over and sits, like, sort of like not crops. Perches one leg up, like knee up, and just sort of leans on it. As she's, like, looking down at you. How do you feel? Don't say exhausted, I already know that part.
Well, I was gonna go with miserable, actually.
Good.
Is there
Should be similar to what you've known.
Not alien. Different approach, though.
Don't worry about those guys over there. You can barely see them, in fairness.
Mm.
They're far too comatose.
Why don't they have anybody stay and watch?
Because they're already hooked up.
Eh.
Welcome to the Seeker Long-Term Intensive Care Unit. You don't got the time for long-term, I'm afraid. But you're also not in as bad a way as them.
Right. Why is the water swirling differently? Like there's something weird. I'm not good.
That's holy water you're swimming around in, girl.
How did that? Huh? I was gonna ask how, but you're Slayers and Seekers. Well, Seekers here.
There are a lot of tricks we pull. Sometimes to kill. Sometimes to help. This is one of the helpful ones. I don't know the full parameters of what's fucking you over right now, but Gods be willing, this will help.
I appreciate the effort.
Don't thank me. You're the one bleeding.
Sometimes a little blood now saves a lot of blood later.
Sound like a idea.
There's like the smallest spark of like happy energy from that comment. Like yay. Go on.
Swim around in that. I'll leave your kit by the door. Get dressed and come back up whenever you're ready.
Sure,
Oh, just so you know, she's like walking out and looks over her shoulder. It's 2 a.m. War Council's at 7.
That's good to know.
And no, I wouldn't recommend sleeping in it.
Or just kind of like looks at the water, questioning what happens out of fear and respect of whatever the fuck is in this thing.
I will say she says it's holy water, but it's colored. Like it has like a tint to it.
Is it like purple or something?
Like it's not see-through like water is.
Yeah, it's slightly opaque.
Yeah, it's like
Is it like
it's
viscous?
It's not viscous. No, it still has the texture of water. Imagine in the herbal bath water in Spirited Away that washed up the stinky spirit. It's like that, right? It's like it's water, but you can't see through it at all. You can sort of see in it, but not all the way through it. Holy liquor. No, it's not holy liquor. It is something, though. So, yeah. That will be you getting patched up. Eventually, the water will, like...
Drain?
It doesn't stop, like, shimmering. It doesn't start, like, having a current about it. But you do feel the exhaustion begin getting pulled out of you as you just sort of tranquilly vibe in this water. So you do lose your degrees of exhaustion.
Yeah. That's a weird thing. Could she try to, like, meditate in it? I don't know exactly what I'm aiming for with that, though. It's just, like, some, like, monistic, like, in sync with the universe kind of thing.
Find yourself?
Yeah,
you can roll your religion.
I guess that's a good one.
You can roll your religion, but use wisdom instead of intelligence.
Do I still have the disadvantage, or is that, like, gone from...
That would be gone by the time you're doing this, I'm assuming.
Okay. Presumably. So, religion, am I trained in that? I don't think I am, so it's no, so it's wisdom is +3. /R1, nope, that's how I type that. D20 plus that much. Well, that's not right at all.
D, not, yeah. I think S actually is a command. I just don't remember what it was.
Apparently, it looks like it worked. It took off the modifier. Maybe that's something for later. +3. Okay.
As you begin meditating, you find yourself drifting down into the water, but you don't feel like ever like you're drowning or that you're like being like submerged all the way. Like you do still feel like you're able to breathe, and you sort of begin drifting away, deeper and deeper into a bath, which is really only a few feet deep.
But it feels
Maybe
like
more than a
miles.
few. Yeah, you just sort of fall. You're like Sora in the first Kingdom Hearts intro.
She
Again,
sees herself
imagery.
on a beach.
Yeah, A Simple and Queen begins playing by Utada Hikaru, but it's the Japanese one, which is way more sad. Anyways,
And we
so
can't
you
play it
begin
for legal
drifting.
reasons.
You begin drifting down and down. And you eventually find yourself, well, not falling, but not rising. You're sort of floating there. And you begin, like, coming to and looking around as you're still submerged in this, like, pale green, white, turquoise water. It's a bit clearer down here. So you can look around a bit further. But you're just like, what the hell sort of dream sequence did I just get into? Oh, no.
She's like, oh, okay. This is more than I bargained for.
You
Can
begin
she
looking
talk?
around. Do you open your mouth?
Yes.
There is water.
She closes her mouth immediately.
You begin looking around, and you see as you're turning around, like you turn left, nothing there. You turn right, nothing there. You turn back left, and there's something there.
Ah!
It looks to be a figure who is in like this sort of similar laid out position you initially were in. Now you're a bit more upright. You're sort of like wading water, but this other figure is laid down just like you were up there. They don't look like, well, they don't look
Any
like
of
you
the
because
people?
they don't look like much of anything. They're
just
very
like a humanoid
vague.
shape.
Yeah, I mean, there's still like some elements there. Like you can make out like some like very faint facial like structure features, hair features, and so on. But like they don't look like you. And the other two people that you managed to get glimpses of that were also in the baths were like clean shaven. Like they were like scrubbed up. So yeah, this doesn't look like them, nor does it look like you. And it's just sort of there. And this figure is pale light. Like they are comprised of light. You look at them up and down for a moment, and as you're looking at them, it's like it feels like a very calming presence. Very calming.
Alright, it grabs by the shoulders, shakes. No, I'm not gonna do that. Very calming. Go on.
You look to you now back to your right, and you see another figure there. This one is inky. Like, actually inky, like black runs off them into the rest of the water. They are similar in not in physique or in build as the one you just saw, the one to your left, I'll call them. No, this one is different. This one is much more live. They're a bit taller. They have like actual bit more. They both have facial expression. The other one is like happy, calm, tranquil. Like you found your place. This other one looks fucking pissed. And like they're just sort of dourly looking at you. They're not like trying to grab you or anything like that, but they're just sort of floating there. Whereas the one on the left is like sort of vibing there. Like again, like you were in the bath upstairs, so to speak.
Oh.
This one is also upright and waiting, looking at you. Just pissed. And you're just like, oh no, that is bad. You look back to the left and you see now the figure on the left, the pale light figure, there's another one. Different. Still in the same position, like a sort of laid out position. But facial feature, what literally you can make out, hair features, height, build, different. One appears to be, like the one you just saw appears to be male, while the other one looks female.
So there's 2 of them.
And you look back to your right.
Peaceful. Mm-hmm.
No, there's not a second evil one.
Okay. I look back to the left.
You look back to the left. They're gone. You look back to the right. It's gone.
Just like rapidly looking back and forth, like, what the fuck is happening?
Roll me your history.
Sure.
Use your charisma instead of intelligence, though.
They're literally the exact same number. Let's go.
Okay, then just hit history then.
Can I add a Kensai die on that? I have a thing for it. I don't know if that applies here.
Do you?
I don't think it's gonna help there, Chief.
You hear a voice. It sounds so familiar, but you can't pin it because it sort of is like muffled through water. Like the sound of like hearing someone shout through water, you know? Bit different.
Uh-huh.
It's someone saying, and I'm not gonna say what I'm not gonna do the voice right now. I'm just gonna say the words because you rolled pretty badly. Wake up. It's time to go.
Can I take a shot at who it is? Oh, that...
I will say, yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That's wild.
Well, yeah. The reason I would be thinking is because, like, to be fair, I know some out-of-game information, so it's like, yeah, no, she wouldn't be able to...
You
the
can
idea...
speculate as much as you want, just like I do with conspiracy theories on Sunday.
Yeah. The main thing is that, I think it's probably Lady Astrid, and the other one is probably the other person that was freed from the Scooby Bop Bop, whatever their little prism thing is called. I can't remember it off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That's wild.
Anyways.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That's wild. So anyways, let's switch gears. So, evening time. To Silas and Alexander, your guys' plans are a bit different now, so is there